Welcome back, gang, to another episode of Murder Mansion. By that I mean Deck of Haunts. We're closing in on our last few nights before we win. We have a good amount of essence points, so we can get some building done here. We don't really have to have anything else at this point, but we may as well spend a few, right? If we build on here, maybe they'll path through our pumpkin patch a little more, which could be handy if I ever remember to put cards in it. Sadly, there's usually a more direct use of cards other than the very first round. And if you hear any rain or thunder in the background, that's going to be because it's raining in real life. Perfect time to record an episode of this, I think. Alright, that'll spend 400 of our points. That's a good amount. And let's see who we have coming in on night 26 out of 28. Just one person with a boatload of hit points, and we can't move them around. And all right, got a lot going on. Let's just go ahead and sack this card to start drawing extra, since that won't do anything for us. We don't really need this right now, so we'll... Actually, I lied. We might need that soon. As a matter of fact, since they get to move twice, let's go ahead and just cast that now. There's no reason to try to drive them insane first or anything. And we will go ahead and put this in storage so we have a way to make them skip turn. Let all the minions start moving out. Alright, and you did pick up Bleeder. That's going to make it slightly easier, although we can't wait around 99 turns for that to be a thing. Alright, we are going to go ahead and increase our damage with our other enchantment. And since this doesn't apply much, we are going to go ahead and sacrifice it so we can put a fat card here. Wonderful. Sadly, Villainize is also not going to be something we can really use. Let's lock them down for the round. And start some damage on them. Clear Mind is going to slow us down a lot, but we can use physical damage as well. Sue's kind of a bitch. That's an awful lot of hit points. Alright, you were stuck there for the round. That's always good news for us. That card's useless. A fair number of these cards are actually going to be kind of useless. Let's go ahead and make them skip a turn, though. And we'll do this to draw some more cards. Excellent. And let's get some more rooms trapped, just so we help keep their tension as high as possible. The fact that all the minions have now found them is going to help quite a bit. And we're gonna kind of juggle them and keep them in this room as long as we can. And we will curse them. Oh, we can get rid of a card. Let's go ahead and sacrifice this, since we're never going to use it on this match with only one enemy. And we'll do a tiny bit of damage. And in case they do get to move ever, trap some stuff. Well, that's some quality thunder right there. Thankfully, our deck is quite small, so we can almost just keep them in this room forever. We don't need this card. We don't need most of these, actually. There. Can I double curse them? Let's find out. I've never actually tried this. It appears to be working, so that's going to help keep them maxed on tension. Our minions are doing a fantastic job. And we'll just keep spinning them out. One enemy is usually not too bad because you can lock them down if you have any sort of skip turn type control. And there we are. We don't have to worry about them anymore. Nice and easy. All right, we have some interesting options here. I think we'll go ahead and pick up yet another sewing room just to have one. And given that we don't have a lot to worry about, I'm just going to kind of save up our points right before the last night. We'll spend them again. So we'll go directly into another match. We don't really need to heal. You know, we have a few cards that we can gamble on with a random better one. This being one of them. Okay, it looks like we have an event this evening. The head of the order takes charge. The master of the Masons himself is upon us. Will we survive this clash of titans, the house who eats, or the man who cavorts with the secretive Masons to undermine our society? Yeah, screw that guy. We should definitely kill him off, right? I do not favor them, but I will take them, for they can be bribed. The stonemasons are undeterred, but clearly underestimated their opponent. Now their leader has arrived. He shall get to the heart of this matter immediately. He will not get to our heart, as a matter of fact, because screw that guy. I'm going to assume that's him with his 200 hit points. This being our last night here. I thought we had one more, but that'll work. We are going to have helpers, so villainize could work out for us later. This guy, though, we need to just keep on top of him because he has a map. He will go directly to the heart, and that's not allowed. So he's going to do a lot of skip turns. We will also go ahead and put this card in storage for later. And since we can't really use any of these solos right now, we're going to go ahead and put this in here. And this in here. That way, in case anybody goes through there, they'll get hit by a few effects. All right, everybody, well, almost everybody else showed up, so we got that going for us. Some of them did a little breaking and entering. Police, as always, it seems like. Well, we don't have to worry about getting extra essence, so we may as well just go all out. And since we are going to go all out, let's go ahead and start drawing some extra cards as well. Oh, he has a helper. There's two of these guys invading us. I guess that's the difference for hard mode. We should still be okay. This card isn't super useful to us, so we're going to make some mad bank in the essence department real quick. Go ahead and get that room trapped up. Do some area effect while we can. And let's go ahead and move the first one of these to a random spot. That is a terrible random spot. Why would you move him directly in front of our heart? Stupid shifting passageways. We're going to need to try that again real soon. We can't this round, which is unfortunate. So we'll just make him skip a turn instead. And let's see, we could hit a fair few if we use guttural pain here. That's a good start. So we have one dead body to scare people, although he'll get cleaned up shortly. Can't use that quite yet, although we're probably going to want to. He almost is down. Okay. We can move him around. Where did he go land? Way back here? Oh, that's a good spot for him to be. You are also going to be problematic soon. We can trap that. Oh, and we've got this guy running around taking 2 turns all the time. A lot of bad things happening. We'll go ahead and slow him down. And we will curse that one. Is that the room you're going to end in? That works. We can do a little more guttural pain. Hit the two behind him. It does kill them, so we don't have to worry about them anymore. Go ahead and teleport him to some unknown spot. And by that I mean one room closer to where we don't want him to go. We are probably not going to use this much, so let's go ahead and sacrifice it. Get a little more mana. Do some AoE. That person wants to run. We can honestly let them run since it's the last night, but we'll try to kill them anyway on principle. We have our third 200 hit point guy running around. Let's go ahead and make you miss your turn. Someone killed our ghost. That's super rude of you. You're not looking so hot, though. Is there any way we can capitalize on this? No? Okay. Alright, that being the case, we will go ahead and do a little damage to them, get them out of the way. And in case it gets bad later, go ahead and trap this. We can't let any of these get here because they're just going to stay here and continually do damage instead of run away like the normal people will at the sign of a giant blue heart. Okay, we've got both of these guys. And this guy. Okay, we have a lot of problems in the front room. Alright, let's start by moving him away, which will let us use guttural pain here. And we should be able to finish him off. Alright, that's a couple issues resolved. Alright, both of the ones that are fleeing. Gonna go ahead and just lock this room. And we're gonna make you miss your turn. And since we do have a few presents, we're going to go ahead and take advantage of that right now. Okay, we're down to mostly these. You're by yourself, so we can hurt you whenever we please. We've got 2 rounds to deal with you, not too shabby. You need to get teleported away. Do some guttural pain. And then finish you off. Technically, you're not dead. That actually could be useful. Let's see if you live through one more round. Sadly, no. Okay, we don't get to harvest them and turn them into a minion. These guys... doesn't really matter who I pick on first. Choose them. Go ahead and get everybody cursed as well. Anybody have a shotgun left? No? Excellent. We'll go ahead and pull out our ghost. Alright. We can go ahead and bounce you to a different room. We can make you skip yet another turn. And we can get an ability. Let's go ahead and take the ghost ability. Actually, let's go ahead and sack this card. Get it out of our deck. We shouldn't have to worry about traps too much at this point, so I'll curse instead. We do have a policeman somewhere slowly dying off on his own. This should eliminate him. Alright, we just have to do, 400 and change damage before any of these guys get here. You are closest. We'll go ahead and send you somewhere. And now you are closest, so we'll make you miss your turn and send the guy behind you somewhere as well. Not ideal. We can do a little more damage though. Really, we should just get the lowest one gone as fast as possible so we don't have to juggle 3 at once. Oh, this guy wants to run? Oh, I wasn't prepared for one of them to actually be willing to do that. Interesting. We're still going to teleport you, though. And we're going to make you miss your turn. And do a little additional damage to you. Now, since we aren't going to get to use Harvest, I assume, let's see. No, it's very unlikely. We're going to go ahead and sack it for some more mana. All of them are cursed now. I did not expect to have 3 of these. I think when I played it on normal, I only had to deal with 1 on the last night. Alright, we will send you away to somewhere. And just continue to do a little AoE. As long as we don't have anybody in these few rooms right up next to it, we're pretty safe. Alright, you're the lowest, so let's start with you. And do some AoE. That's a fair bit of damage every round. Okay, we don't need this card anymore. Let's go ahead and trim that out of our deck. Probably won't need this one, so we'll put it in storage. I'm going to use this one to do 12 a lot. And actually, I'm going to let the minions follow you, I think, for the round. We'll send him off somewhere further away. Alright, you're still stuck in there with them. We will keep you stuck in there. Alright, we almost have the first one gone. Oh, he's way down here in a kitchen somewhere. Alright, this should kill off that one. Oh, so close. I just have so many hit points. We can afford to let him move up a room. So we will go ahead and do a little damage to him as well. 6 hit points left, not bad. If only you were in this room, that would be fantastic for guttural pain. Alright, we actually managed to get one insane instead of straight dead. Sadly, we can't get that card back. Oh well. We'll make him miss his turn, and we will go ahead and take this out to sack it. Do a little more damage here. Right, he's not alone, technically. There we are. We have presence to spare. Let's send him further away just in case. Now this poor guy has seen everybody he came with die, pretty much. And he's gonna just slowly die in a guest room. Do a little more damage there. Put this in storage so we have a way to make him skip in case something gets out of hand. The minions are slowly making their way around. throw cards at him till he falls over, basically. He probably will die next round. Actually, maybe not. Well, that's about as close as we can get him. And since we got so much use out of Guttural Pain, it seems fitting that that be the last card we play. And there we go. We murdered everybody. Nobody got to the heart. And the first time you win in each mode, you unlock a special legendary room that has a plus and minus. I like this one quite a bit, as long as you have the room to draw an extra card to kind of balance it out. And there we have it. Here's our end scene, where the house goes on a rampage. Much to the terror of humans that gazed upon your imposing appearance before entering, you have stretched out your tendrils and have grown into a powerful haunted house that has devoured every human that dared to enter your cursed domain. That's true, we didn't let anybody get away. Their heroes, police, and more mystic alike were all used to sustain your wretched heart. Some escaping your grasp, only to come back later, leading not only themselves but their friends to the slaughter. That's a little less true, nobody got out. Choose now to see how far you can go, devouring humans night after night into an endless dark abyss where the progression of time has no meaning, or end your run of torment and start a new one to gain fresh insight and unlock more possibilities. That's where endless mode comes in. You can run this forever, although I think you would run out of things to do once the entire place is built. But we did win, even on hard, with a default deck. I hope you had a good time watching, and check back soon as I'll be starting a new series after this one.